So as much as I talk about using your instinct and your observations and your senses to brew tea, because it's not really that necessary most of the time to be that exact on the weight of the tea, the temperature of the water, or exactly the number of seconds that the tea is infusing. There are times where you want to be a little more in control and a little more accurate. So you might invest in a beverage thermometer, a gram scale, and find something that you can use as a timer, like your cell phone or even the sweep hand on a clock. Today's brewing system is one that I first saw from Dan Robertson at World Tea Expo when he was demonstrating his teas to retailers there, and he's just literally having to brew tea constantly all day for hundreds of different people. And this is a 3-part system made of tempered glass. So you've got the sort of pitcher with the little knob handles on the side and a spout, an infuser basket that has slits in it that fits very tightly down inside, a lid that fits over the top and has a vent. And the tea that I'm brewing today, so since Dan introduced me to this brewer, I'm using one of his teas, which is a Jing Shan Tribute tea. Tribute tea meaning that it's of a higher quality. We no longer have the tribute system in China as we did when there was an emperor, but there are still teas that, let's assume, would be of that grade, a grade that an emperor might have sent to court. I'm weighing out 2.5 grams of this tea, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in my warmed chamber. You know me, kind of get it, just warm the leaves, moisten them lightly, get them ready to actually put my the hot water in. I can double check the temperature of the water, and then very gently fill this chamber. And one of the things I like about this is you do see the leaves just meeting the water for the first time. You see how bright green they are. You see, you can have that sensory experience with the aroma, but then you can watch. And I've yet to have anybody that I've ever brewed tea for, either at home or in a class, not enjoy almost the show, the dance that the leaves do in the hot water. Now, I'm a little bit late there because I was talking, so I'm setting my timer for 2 minutes. And I happen to know that even after 2 minutes, this tea is not going to be astringent or bitter like some green teas might be. In fact, this one would be still sweet even if I brewed it for longer, because it really has a great tolerance. Sometimes we would say a great forgiveness. Now, the other thing about this little steeper is that I can move the leaves a bit. I can gently, by lifting this up and moving it down, I can force the water to go back through the leaves. I did fill it so much that if I'm not careful when I set it back down in, it will overflow. So we'll let that steep undisturbed until our timer dings. So it's been 2 minutes. I can pull this out of the water, and the other nice thing about this lid that I didn't mention is that you can quickly set the infuser container into the lid, and if you're really showing how beautiful the leaves are to your guests, they can see. And this one is just a stunningly green leaf. And then we have this the liquor that's brewed just perfectly. You may want it stronger or you may want it lighter. And then I'm going to decant this and just say that because these leaves are so beautiful, I think they really deserve a second infusion. So I'm going to celebrate one of my favorite teas and invite you to join me tomorrow. Bye-bye.